I'm Dave Bose with Dust Cloud Construction from Oberlin, Kansas, and been a member of KLICA for 27 years.
My name's Kim Bramhall. Started running dozer when I was 17. I joined in 1976. Been in business since then, still in business with my son at the present time.
Jeff Shell from up Marysville, Kansas. My dad started the bulldozer business in 1953 with an old 1948 D6, and he joined KLICA in 1962. And don't remember that because I was only 3 years old at that time. So he passed away in 2006, and so that's when I really got involved with KLICA.
Well, I'm Fuzz Hale from Rice County, Kansas. I've been involved with KLICA for over 50 years.
Greg Thole was raised in Stafford, Kansas. Dad was in the Navy, and after he got discharged, he moved back to where he was raised, and he joined KLICA in '98. He hadn't been on there very long when he got elected to the board of directors, and then when he passed away in '13, they called me up, wanted to know if I'd take his place. So I was on the board of directors in his place before I was a member.
I'm David O'Rear. I've been a member since 2001. I went to a convention the year before with a neighbor who was a member and also on the board of directors. Well, then he convinced me to join and immediately resigned his position and gave it to me, and I've been on the board of directors ever since.
One thing I might add as far as Greg's concerned here is I was Region 6 Vice President. One of our contractors members told me that he could do anything Fuzz Hale could do, but he could do it better. So we had a $100 bet on us who could sign up the most new members, and one of them I signed up was Greg's dad. When I joined, the organization was called KCCA, Kansas Conservation Contractors Association. The executive director did everything out of the trunk of his car. That's where all the files was at. A guy by the name of Mike Ray did it. And at that time, we weren't part of a national organization. We were just a state organization. And then in the early 70s, KLICA joined the National Land Improvement Contractors of America, LICA. And that's where the KLICA comes from.
Now, the convention that I went to in 2000, I met so many nice guys like Fuzz, and a lot of them have passed away since then, but all of them are helpful. If you had a problem or you didn't know how to do something, there was guys there that had been there and you could talk to them.
I can get on the phone and make a phone call. I can call somebody if I got a question.
We kick around pricing, because sometimes it's tough to keep up with where you should be on charging rates, and especially in the last 10 years it's been horrible trying to keep up with the economy and inflation and fuel prices and on and on and on. And here you've got a diverse group of guys that get together from all over the state. We're really not competitors with each other, so we can share ideas and thoughts and what they did to overcome this problem, or and it's been something I've enjoyed, meeting these guys every winter. It's helped me just having guys that have been there and done that. So, and now they kind of think I've been there and done that. I'm still learning.
The people I've met from New York and New Jersey and Nebraska, just everywhere, Illinois, Iowa, I could ramble on forever, but the friendships you make in this, like they talk about the KLICA family, and that's truly what it is. We all become friends and treat each other like family. I mean, we can be competitors, whatever, out there, but you come down here, we have a good time, and and it's a good organization to belong to.
This group could always figure out a way to have fun. I mentioned KCCA a while ago. This organization was formed, I think, in 1953, and a group of contractors met at Manhattan and formed the organization. And Bert Byer was one of them. Francis Gordon was one of them. Leslie Pacey was one of the charter members, and then his son is still alive and is just in the process of retiring. And then we've had 3 generations of Paceys as members of the organization, but I'm not 100% sure on the dates it was formed, but I think it was 1953 is what I think. A lot of those guys I don't remember that were charter members, but I know those 3 were for sure. And Leslie Pacey is probably the one that kept me involved in it.
Like Jim Ebert, Bert Byer, Jack Burnritter, Dean Myers. Yes, those guys spent a ton of time at this thing. They believed in this and they worked their tails off to make this thing work. And I don't think some of them ever got the recognition that they deserved. You know, and there's others that ahead of them too that really, and I can't think of their names. I'm just blank right now. But that's some of the names that I think about that I know of that spent a lot of time, just dedicated a ton of time to this thing.
Fuzz Hale.
Fuzz Hale, yes, Fuzz spent a long time at it. You know, Glenn Rockers.
Mm-hmm.
They was always there when something needed to be done. They would drop what they were doing to make sure that this thing didn't fall apart.
Talking about movers and players, Carla Pike was the only woman president that we've ever had.
There's lots of names we've missed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know, you can't just sit here and, I mean, for my brain, I can't bring them all up, but we owe them a debt of gratitude for getting it off the ground and keeping it going, you know. Hopefully we can continue to be a stable organization and hopefully grow in membership.
Another thing, probably the most important outside of our group, is our associates. They have supported, furnished equipment, helped with the conferences. They do a lot to help the organization move forward and keep going. The tractor companies, the pipe companies, fuel, tires, I mean, everybody we would buy from, you know, can be part of the associate group. Their support is really appreciated.
It's like David said earlier, you know, you go to one of these meetings, I always felt like when I headed home, I always learned something. You know, I really did. And everybody's got different ways of doing things, and a big share of the time it's a good idea if you just listen to it. It really is. So, but I've been a member for over 60 years, or over 50 years, 50 plus years, and it's been very rewarding to be a member.